Hi Jake, what are you doing today? Some electronics?
Yeah, just a bit of repair work on that. But
right, okay, very impressive.
on the
yeah.
project. So today,
sorry, we're doing this.
we're going to be doing the dovetail part.
Okay.
And on the example here, it's there, the dovetail.
And why is it called a dovetail?
Because it looks like a dove's tail.
It does indeed. And in the drawers, I hear.
Ah, yes.
I remember Jerry put them in the drawer. Yeah, made by a very, very kind gentleman, Jerry, wasn't it? Years ago for me.
And here, it's actually quite clever because the dovetails are really small.
They are. They are. And they are secret dovetails, I can see.
Yeah.
Secret, because you can't see them from the front, anyway. This is going to be quite a challenge, yeah?
Yeah.
Not beginner stuff, this, I'm afraid. So there's the rail at the back we're going to place in. And you've done, I can see here, the frame, which we did in the last clip.
Yeah.
You've put it together dry, just check it's okay. Joints look good. So if you spin that round, the viewers can see that you won't be able to see the joints from the front.
Yeah.
And you can't. So yeah, I can see that's looking pretty good. And the joints, once it's all clamped up properly with some PVA glue in it, that's going to look pretty good. Right, and there's a mitre we're going to go onto there, mitre joint.
Oh yes, that.
Okay, you enjoying the project, Jake?
Yeah, it's been quite fun.
Okay, good, good. I think it's a good little start. Well, it's not a starter project. Oh, and I'm quite interested in this electronics you do. Right, now the design I can see is here, and there's another design here in orthographic, and obviously we can put some notes to that, can't we, for the viewers, and we could add on their own sizes. And that's the thing with these designs, guys, you can adapt them for your own design. Isn't that right, Jake?
Yeah.
So the top part, the pelmet part, can you see that curved bar? That's called the pelmet, and that can be changed, the design. I think we may make ours quite plain.
Yeah.
For the younger viewers, it all depends. Right, we look forward to it. So the next part, you're going to do this dovetail. Just show the viewers how you're going to do it. I see you've marked up one side and the other side there. That is quite tricky to get right. So just briefly go through it.
Here we've got an unsquare square.
So that's the
it's actually called a dovetail square, and if you want to work out the ratio, it's 1 to 6.
Oh yes.
So 1 inch high and 6 along.
Right. That's 12 degrees, I think.
So I've just marked
Let's go round
those there.
Always cold in this shed today. It's snowing today out there.
Yeah. And always make sure the dovetail goes in and tapers out.
Now that's common. So if I turn it around here, you're right. That is the dovetail. So it goes in. The mistake is obviously to mark it in the reverse direction. And you do the same to one side, you do to the other. If you turn that round, upside down, the whole piece, you can see that Jake's marked it and started to shade it. So it's identical. Can you see? This is how you keep the accuracy. And on the top, they're just parallel lines. So show me the top. Yep, there's just It's quite a tricky joint. And then, of course, if you spin that round again, we'll have a quick look at the markings out on the back, which are
there.
There and there.
And then they're also on the sides
and on the side, and you need to shade those. And there's one there. Okay. Well, okay. Good luck with this, and we'll come back to the next clip with hopefully it all fitting together. Do you think, Jake?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else to add?
I don't think so.
What saw will we use? Just a.
Did you say soil?
No, saw.
Oh, a tenon saw.
It's so cold in here. Yeah,
a tenon saw and a coping saw.
Okay, a coping saw to trim out the base. Yes.
Yeah.
The long edge at the back there. Okay, good luck with this one then. Hey Jake, let's show me your skills in this one.
So this is just a normal tenon saw, and here I'm going to line it up with the line.
Okay, make sure it's inside the line, guys. That's what Jake's going to show you.
That is right on the line there, so
I'll
move it along.
Okay. Down to the base. And we'll do one in the middle as well.
Yeah.
So one there. One on the other side.
That should be in line with the line there, is it?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay. One in the middle usually, so it's easy to chisel.
So one there.
Yeah,
and
then
the
one
other
there. Look, keeping to the angle. Over the line, over the line. Not over the line, is it? No. No. good, and they're vertical cuts, you can
Yeah.
see. And then we can coping saw it out, or we can chisel it. Okay, and you clamped it, I can see. Very
Yeah, I
clever,
clamped
okay.
it with one of these clamps in the
It's a good idea to keep it together, I can see, because of course that's where things can start going wrong, when you take them apart and then start
Yeah.
cutting. I can see how easily younger viewers certainly could get confused. Right, okay, looking good.
So here I'm just twisting the saw slightly at the bottom, and that will snap these off.
That's a little trick I taught you, isn't it?
Yes.
And the same can apply to here.
Yeah. So you can do this with the chisel. You just get the mallet and give it a light tap.
And it'll break along the base.
Yeah.
Okay, and then that should break along in a nice straight line.
Yeah.
And then carefully with the chisel, careful doing that, Jake. You can then, if you hold this, Jake,
Okay.
you hold that carefully. Got it?
Yeah.
What I'm going to just show them, hold the chisel, obviously not so you don't cut your hand. And if it's a very sharp chisel, you can wobble it at a slight angle. And you can get it almost perfect straight away.
Yeah.
There you go. But the chisel has to be razor sharp, and we've got a clip, haven't we? Had a sharp one. So that, there you go, there's a perfect. Right, and the same would apply here. I'm doing this quick, guys, because it's freezing in here.
Yeah. And the heater makes a noise.
It does. Now, you can use a coping saw. And I'm showing you that because that's how you could do it alternatively.
And the way you do it is put the coping saw down the tenon saw cut, and then just slowly turn it at the bottom.
Now, I should really go from your side so I can't blow at the back, so I'm going to come round you. Moved in. There you go.
There you go.
And you can go vertically with a chisel and clean out that edge. That should be absolutely level there. And I know it's not quite here. But you can use that action of the chisel just to get it nice and level. Okay, and I'm going to come down slightly lower here. And that sort of side
Yeah.
action there, look, without blowing out the back. Okay, that's another one perfectly down. Okay, I'm going to cut the other dovetails out, which are here. And they will fit in. That will fit in. Okay, right, come back to you. Okay, now the rail's been cut, and there's the dovetail Jake's just about
Yes.
to cut. He's marked it out really precisely. Cutting on the waist side of the line, Jake.
Yeah.
What's the waist side?
The waist side is this part, the part you don't want.
That's it.
And you've got to remember to keep the saw at an angle to account for the dovetail. And then you can also go along.
Now, if that's hard, I advise the viewers to turn your material.
Yeah.
And that's easy. I think you've done it. Yeah, good. Very good. Very good. Okay, and the other half will do. And the other side. Yeah. Good. Okay. Come back to guys. You're doing a good job there, Jake.
Yeah.
Okay, we put, or Jake's rather, he's done the cuts. He's just clamping it on the rear, the back here.
Yeah.
And just push that dovetail in. Will it go in?
Yeah. Slowly.
Have a look. Well, that one looks
So I'll
pretty
just
good.
get a block of wood
Yeah.
and a mallet and just carefully tap it. And we need to make that slightly deeper, though.
Okay.
But I think that's
No,
something
that's
we
pretty
can
good
improve on.
actually. You've got to have a little bit of allowance of the glue, of course. No, it's pretty good,
Yes.
Jake. Actually, it's on the shoulders. Show me the shoulders.
Is it that part there?
Yeah, it's the shoulder. So the shoulder, if any joint is this part here. Okay. Well, I'm really pleased that you've done really well. So we'll trim
Yes.
up that so it's slightly deeper. And then if you hold it all up to the viewers.
So that's the front.
Yeah, that's looking pretty decent actually. Well
And then
done.
that will be the back.
And that's the rear, yeah. Well done.
We do need to make these joints slightly deeper.
Yeah. Just slightly.
Yeah.
Very, you do 0.5 millimetre maybe. Right, well done. Okay. Okay, Jake, what's this you're making now?
Ah, it's a circuit for a battery charger.
Oh, very inventive, yes. How clever. Right, okay, so we're making this project here, and this is the spice rack, or condiments rack, whatever you might call it. And I can see you're getting on with the pelmet part, which is this detail here. And you've got some mitre joints here to make, which I can see you've already cut.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are you doing there on the vise?
So here I've just got a big piece of dowel and a bit of old sandpaper, and I'm just moving it along,
Okay, getting that
going
curve
with
perfect.
the grain.
Yep.
And you can kind of feel it if you go against the grain, because it tries to fight back.
Okay, good. That's good for the youngsters. And you've cut the side pieces, so let's show the viewers how it works. There's one.
So it'll go in just like
And
that.
they're the mitre joints. Can you see, guys? This is the mitre. And you used, what did you use? That's a good joint,
this
actually.
mitre square.
You use the mitre square, which is here, which is different from obviously the tri-square, which is
Square.
there. Quite different tools, aren't they?
Yes.
45 degrees, obviously. There's your housing joints and your dovetail done. I can see that's a clever piece of work.
Mm-hmm.
And the dovetail, you can see, will slot in there. You can see the angle will slot
Yes.
into there like that. And there your housing, hidden housing joint, or stopped housing is the term. And the joint in the middle, well, actually you pointed it out. Where's the pit part we haven't done? If I can get
It's
it out,
that
yeah.
point there.
So
Or
okay,
joint.
so it's that point there. Jake's just showing you.
And on the spice rack, it is the bit in between the two drawers.
Yes, it is. And pull out the drawer and we just show them the secret dovetail joints we've still got to make if we get onto the drawers,
Yes.
which we hope to. And we've got the dowels to put in. So Jake's going to drill 2 holes, obviously evenly on both sides. They'll be 6mm. And we'll have to put the dowels in when we clamp it all together.
Yeah.
You can bend it and get it in slightly, I suppose. This is going well, Jake. I'm really pleased. The design's been useful. I think the two designs we've got here that we've done have been useful. That's a lovely piece of work, Jake, and I think your mum's going to like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and who's making a wooden radio? That's clever. Right, okay, right, I'll come back to you, and the last clip will be what, Jake?
We'll probably just be sanding it and gluing it all together.
Yeah, okay then, brilliant stuff. Right, Jake, last clip, I think. How's it
Yes.
going with the old spice rack?
Well, it's going quite well. We're getting ready to glue it all up together now. I've cut out that piece. Those are the same joints as all of these, so we didn't film there.
Very neatly done there, Jake. I'm following the design there, I can see. And there's the helmet part, is that right?
Yeah.
How does that go?
So to cut out the helmet, we just used a coping saw and just traced out like a little curve.
Jake will do that. Okay, Jake, this is looking good. The assembly I see of the spice rack. There it is.
Yes.
Okay, take me through the last part before we glue it together.
So for the last parts, we got to make one of these, or 2 of these drawers.
Oh, yeah. That's with the secret dovetail joints on the side. Show them
Yeah.
here.
And
then-
we just got to make sure everything fits correctly. We cut out that middle piece.
oh yes, that's a good job.
It's the same joints as all the others.
I can see the housing joints. Yep.
And then we used a coping saw to cut out the pelmet.
Pelmet, I think. Yeah, there's the pelmet there. Show them how that will go sort of slide over the top.
So that will go over
It'll go over the top there
the top
and
like that.
form. Okay, and then the dovetail.
I think
Dovetail, the mitre joint. Show me the mitre joint, the one you've glued there.
it's there.
Oh, not bad, not bad. And that will form this there, the top part. Okay, well, we'll come back. There's the coping saw used to cut out, obviously, the curve on that.
And we'll use some clamps to keep it all together when we glue it.
Yeah, it's good, I like it. And there's the design, of course. Well done, Jake. Superb job. Wow, Jake, are they the drawers you're doing? You're doing well.
Yes, well, I decided to go for one big dovetail instead of 2 small ones. Or
No.
3 small ones.
Well, they've gone really well, actually, and they're not even glued yet, so
Yeah.
any small gaps will close up. And I can see you've got the pelmet done there. Just show
Oh, yes.
the viewers that going on there. That should
Oh.
just fit on carefully.
There we go.
And that, can you see, guys? That's great. And then we can unclamp it now. It's all been glued carefully. You've checked it's square,
Yes.
haven't you?
And
We
the
tried
only
square.
thing to do is put the drawers in once they're finished, and maybe cut that down.
Well,
'Cause-
try the other, actually.
No.
Very, well, it's good. It's a very tight fit.
So yes.
And we'll have to put a base on them. Excellent. So that's pretty well the end of the project. Obviously, you can look into. We're going to put the doweling in it there. The doweling.
Oh yes.
But I think that's gone really well. And you keep your tools nice and sharp. I can see.
hmm
That's the main thing.
We got a video on sharpening tools.
We have got a video, so subscribe if you can and watch that or whichever. Okay. I hope you're enjoying these clips, guys. I think that'll be probably the last one on this one, though. But well done, Jake. What do you
Yes.
think? Mum's going to like that, isn't she?
Yes. Oh, one quick thing to mention is the dovetail. The ratio is 1:6, so
Oh, yes,
1
it is.
inch high and 6 inches along,
Okay, and that's that.
and that's how
angle
you
there.
work out the angle.
Yeah. It's quite a shallow angle, really, isn't it?
Mm.
Well done. Excellent. Hope you're enjoying it, viewers. Okay, Jake, so this is the evaluation part, and I can see you're screwing the helmet in. A little,
Yes, with a bradawl, just to annoy you.
it should be a screwdriver, of course.
Yes.
And then we've got, you've polished it, I can see, with something.
Yes, it is the same beeswax, I think it is, that we use for my mum's mirror.
Oh, yes. And show me the drawers. You spent hours on these drawers, I know.
There you go.
Wow. That's really
That's the
good.
dovetail. I just gave it a bit of a chamfer there. Put a hand on it. Glue's still drying on the inside.
Oh, yes, there it is. That, they are, yeah, that's just so good. I mean, you're 13, though, so I know I marked out some of it for you to help, but that is really good.
And there was a knot right there as well.
Yes, you glued
It wasn't
sanded
particularly
it
easy.
all up nicely.
Yeah.
Very, very, very good. Second level stuff, this. You know, this is not beginner level. Well, I think Mum's going to really enjoy that, and you've put the dowel in there.
Yes.
Okay, well, anything to summarise the whole project? A few
Um,
points?
Well, just to add with the dowel, what we did is we drilled a hole here and a hole here because
Yeah.
we had already assembled it, and we cut the dowel to size and then kind of just bent it, put
Very
it in one
slowly.
hole, and then put it in the other.
Yeah.
And
make sure you put
luckily it didn't break.
No. Okay, and the tools, so you've got the jack
The
plane.
tools,
Go on.
the bradawl, 2 chisels, one's 6mm and one's 10mm.
Yes.
Ruler, woodworking bits. They're the ones with the really sharp points.
Yes, got that.
Dovetail square, which has a ratio of 1:6. A normal square, big and small. Mallet, tenon saw, block plane, and
Of course,
I suppose the
example.
design.
And Jerry,
And a cup
a
of tea.
great friend from years ago, made an excellent job of that. And I hope we've done him proud, making another one. And you're still doing your battery charging circuit.
Yeah,
aren't you?
still messing around with that.
Well, brilliant. I think thumbs up to that one. Excellent. Now you're tapping on the shoulder.
Oh yeah, I forgot to add some PVA
PVA glue, polyvinyl acetate.
and a cup of tea or milk.
Yes, and well done. We've just had duck for tea, haven't we?
Yes.
Valentine's Day. Mum did a great job there. Okay then, right, brilliant. Well done. Hope you really enjoyed this clip, guys, or the range of clips. Well done, Jake.